Don't you just love new software? It's just like Christmas in July. Well, I'm experimenting with VideoPad's capture. It's still going through my Logitech camera, so that doesn't improve anything. I'm hoping that saving this in another setting will prevent the graininess that happened with the Jupiter trine Pluto video that I just uploaded today. I should take this time also to give a couple of disclaimers. I am volunteering at the San Francisco Astrological Society as their director of publicity and outreach, doing a little social media marketing, and they're all like the people who are on the steering committee, they're all just like so what do you call experienced, you know, professional astrologers, been doing it for a bazillion years. When you add them all together, they have certificates on their wall, and I'm just like, you know, I'm just self-taught street urchin who just happens to be a geek and like social media marketing. But just to let you know that anything that you see on my videos doesn't have anything to do with the Astrological Society, unless they want to say, oh, what she said, right on, you know, then they can put it in my comments. But these are my videos. These are just my take on things, and I am not you know, certified astrologer, went to, you know, some astrology college and spent, you know, thousands of dollars and years of study. No, I just, you know, I've just been reading books since 1966 and doing charts. So that's one disclaimer. Another disclaimer is I don't feel comfortable with like predicting things for people, saying, oh, in 3 weeks you're gonna buy a red dress, you know, or you're gonna meet your soulmate. You know, well, the soulmate thing, that's a whole nother disclaimer. But you know, it's a bad economy, and so a lot of people are asking astrologers and palmists and numerologists, when am I going to find that job? And I think it's really kind of hard to just say, oh, you're going to find that job in 6 weeks because of these great transits. Well, if you're not looking for a job, if you haven't updated your resume, if you haven't gone to something like monster.com and checked out, you know, how to write a cover letter, if you don't dress right, if you don't brush your teeth and your hair is all crazy, and you walk in to an interview eating your boogers, then you know, it doesn't matter what kind of wonderful transit that you have, you're not gonna get that job. Also, you know, you could have great transits, but you could be living in a bad place. I mean, that's where astrocartography comes in. There's certain places that are better for a person to live than where they might be. So I have a real difficult time saying, oh, I'm going to predict blah, blah, blah. So they said, well, what good are you? What I can predict is, because of astrological transits, transiting planets overhead of the current planets, and how they aspect your own natal chart, you may be walking through an emotional or psychological landscape, you know, and that is helpful to know, because if you know that you're in a car riding through, you know, the fun house, the spooky house at Playland at the beach or something, you know those things out there aren't really going to hurt you, but you just think they might. Or you may be walking through a landscape where you have rose-colored glasses and you think, oh, everything's going to be fine, when you really should be looking over your shoulder for a big tidal wave that's coming at you. Those things I can help you with. As far as a soulmate, I wouldn't suggest finding a soulmate, you know. I mean, I think that my last husband was a soulmate, because we definitely had some serious karma to sort out between the two of us. I mean, first there was like 23 years difference in our age. I have sons older than my last husband. That was a kind of a fun thing. I had a great menopause, thank you very much. But he put up with more stuff from me, and I put up with more stuff from him because there was a karmic connection, and it wasn't always good. I mean, some of the good parts is like my Venus in Libra was conjunct his, no, my Neptune in Libra was conjunct his Venus in Libra, so I would go, why am I tasting pepperoni? And he goes, oh, that's because I just had a desire for calling out for pizza. Now that's fun. His moon in Leo is conjunct my sun in Leo. Bad combination for the woman's sun to be conjunct a man's moon. Even though there's a connection, even though there's a tie, she'll end up nagging him because his subconscious thing, you know, is in the same sign as her conscious thing, and so it's actually, they say it's actually better to switch that around, that a man's sun is conjunct a woman's moon because, you know, or the dominant person in a relationship as opposed to the one who's not so dominant, a top versus a bottom, you know. So and we had two tops here. So anyway, this is a test, and those are some of my disclaimers, and hi there to all my co-conspirators at the steering committee of the Astrological Society, and you know, if anything that I say on these videos makes them wince, then there you go. That's what you get. You get what you pay for, you know. It's a volunteer gig after all. So this is a test. This is my disclaimer, and this is the end of this video.